Wine. It's simply crushed and fermented grapes. The variations in the stories are what make it so fascinating. Vineyard practices like trellising methods, dry farming or irrigating, fertilizing, cover crops, biodynamic practices, head pruning, using sheep and goats and insectiaries. There are so many varieties of grapes, and then different clones and different rootstocks. The variations in wine are beyond comprehension, and the stories behind the wines are as lush and beautiful as the wines themselves. Our goal at Crush Grape Chronicles is to explore and chronicle the grape, its many stories, and its journey from dirt to glass.
So this is the base blend of the Willamette that's kind of the overall.
Yeah, what we call our Red Cap Pinot.
Gotcha.
That's what we're doing now. We're pulling out. This all came out of punching. One of the original plantings from 1982.
Gotcha.
This was very typical of the early Oregon plantings. Pomar predominantly, and some Beatty'sville. The first high-density vineyard in Oregon, too. 2,500 vines to the acre. So.
You find high density works better up here, I would imagine, just because the soils tend to be a little, well, and you've got more
Each vine
water.
is asked to do less work, so it can do what it does better.
Gotcha.
So instead of 6 pounds per vine, we're getting like 2 pounds per vine or something. So now just consider same vintage, same winemakers, difference of about a couple hundred yards, same elevation. Yeah.
Smell the difference on the nose already.
Yeah, some, even the color is different.
Yeah, the color, it's much
So
more burgundy. And
yeah, so this is kind of indicative of what we have. As I was describing with the Missoula Flood loess coming in, what was underneath was all basalt, old Columbia basalt. So this, my conjecture is that this vineyard is 35 years old, that the roots have gotten down into some of the basalt. So we get this combination of loess and basalt character. Whereas I think the loess is deeper on that vineyard. More spice, more structure. This is more earthy, herbal, cherry.
yeah.
And that's what you get over in Dundee. Lots and lots of cherry. You know,
Right.
and that's all basalt. Different kind of basalt than we have here, but that's pretty, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So we make our Red Cap, which is lots of, there'll be all the stuff here that doesn't make the reserve levels, and other vineyards, that we farm. And then out of this side, we'll blend from the best blocks, best barrels, and make what we call the state reserve for the year. And then we make small quantities of up to 100, 200 cases of single vineyard ones. So that you just get the pure. This will be a single vineyard called Parsons Ridge. What would be called Laurelwood.
Laurelwood soils.
Laurelwood, or its kissing cousin, Cornelius, which is basically the same thing, just a little different slope. Well, unfortunately, we're going to taste a little bit of wood in this one,
Because it's new.
because it's newer. Let's see how old it is. But this is a soil called Helvetia, which definitely is different yet, but still part of the Missoula Flood loess wines. Soils, I should say. You can even see the color is more purple in this.
Yeah.
And I tend to get more or different kinds of berries out of these soils. And this is what we have on the southern part of the property. facing towards the south.
I feel like I get a little bit more floral notes out of it too.
Yeah, definitely floral. More like boysenberry as opposed to blackberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what my wife and I have an acre and a half.
So pretty.
Little vineyard on our property that we farm. It's on this soil type. I really like it all. Now, I want to take you over to our Yamhill-Carlton marine sediment
Gotcha.
soil.
Completely different soil type, completely different AVA.
Yeah. So this will be, this will go into all 3 tiers. Anywhere from part of our Red Cap, and then we'll probably make a single vineyard out of this, and then off of this vineyard, we're going to create our own other second brand that we might even move off-site eventually. That's exclusively from this vineyard site. So the name of this vineyard is Tidal Star, Tidalstar, for the marine sedimentary.
Yeah, it's a totally different nose. You get.
Yes, this is the way you can taste.
Yeah.
You can taste
Yeah, you
all
can-
these different notes.
Yeah.
See where things come from.
Well, that's the beauty of Pinot. It's so expressive.
Yes.
I think it's more fun to taste this way. Instead of saying, here's my 16.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to find the right varieties for eastern vineyards.
Right.
And I created a research project because we have got some funding from the federal government. Created a research project to go to northern Italy and explore indigenous varieties from northern Italy. And my dad was born in northern Italy, so we had family that I could contact, and so we went to 5 different viticultural research stations. And I learned a lot, but I didn't really put it into practice until I got out here. So there were 2 varieties from northern Alto Adige that I thought would really have promise for Oregon, for our part of Oregon. So this is Lagrein. And the parentage of Lagrein is Pinot Noir and Dureza cross. Dureza is a parent of Syrah. So you can really see.
Well, you can see
You
in
can
the
see-
glass.
yeah, really.
There's a little like.
There's something Syrah-like going on there.
Yeah, most definitely.
So this has been doing well. Do you know the estate Foradori and Alto Adige? Okay.
No, I'm not familiar.
Foradori, really great story, great woman. She inherited her family's winery when she was like 19 or something. Her dad unexpectedly died. And they grew a lot of Tiroldigo. And at that time, Tiroldigo was considered, bulk wine, local drinking. And she went through the vineyards and selected the best clusters, like the best looking vines, not particularly huge clusters, but, and just bred for quality. And she just had her 30th anniversary of her Tête de Cuvée Tiroldigo, which is called Granato. Anyway, long and the short of it is that I was able to get material from her. So this is Tiroldigo. We only have 2 acres of it, just like the Lagrein. But I think it has a really bright future in Oregon. It needs warmer sites. This might be our global warming hedge. Elizabeth now is big into amphora.
Right, and so you have a couple of. They're actually, are they eggs or are they amphora? Because they are.
Well, they're egg-shaped.
Egg-shaped.
It's the same concept. And I've got several more coming this harvest, and we have half a dozen upstairs, smaller ones.
Gotcha. But is it clay rather than
Yeah.
than concrete?
It's clay rather than concrete.
Do you find that? Have you experimented with the concrete? I mean, I would want to lean towards clay myself.
Yeah.
I mean, just instinctually, it seams.
The clay breathes a little more, and that's
Gotcha.
what we want. You can feel it. I want that evaporation of the water through the clay, just like you get it in a barrel.
Yeah.
We don't get. Talking to people that age Pinot and amphora, they tend to get a lot more fruit.
Uh huh.
So and the producer Pustor in Volnay, I was talking to them, and they said there was so much fruit, they were afraid of it. Would it have the aging ability
Right.
without the tannin from the wood? This and that.
Right.
But as a blending component, it could be very exciting. So we're just stepping our toe out into that water
Excellent.
and see what goes on. But it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have sampling valves for
No,
these things.
I understand.
Yeah.
We're actually hoping we're going to get out to Beckham tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right.
Andrew's is
see
making
his-
me several
Is he?
for this harvest. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great.